The 2017 NFL playoffs is here, and me and Sean have our brackets set. We have our picks of each game going all the way to the Super Bowl, picking our Super Bowl winner, and we are ready to get in this. I'm very excited. I can't wait to see how much wrong Sean is and how right I am. All right, so let's start. Are you ready, Sean?
I'm ready.
You ready for the playoffs?
I'm ready.
Oh,
what?
Okay. You ready for the playoffs? You ready for the playoffs? All right. We're going to start with the NFC, all right? All right, and we're going to start with, I think, it's probably going to be the best game of the entire first round. Packers and Giants. This is the toughest one. This is the toughest one. Giants at Packers, right? At Green Bay. Lambeau Field. Going to be...
I'm going to start off with the best game of the first round. Like, God.
All right.
That's going to be tough.
This is setting the tone here. Who do you have? Packers or Giants?
This one is tough for me. And I still don't know. I don't know. But I'm gonna say Packers.
I got Packers too. Fuck you.
I thought you were gonna go Giants. What?
I've got Packers.
I want Packers, but
I just have a feeling.
Rodgers.
I just have a feeling Giants are gonna mess it up somehow. No Coughlin. No.
Their offense is not doing shit. It's their defense.
And no JPP. So
Packers don't have a defense either. But, on the other side of the ball, they're not good. But
I'm going Aaron Rodgers and Lambeau. So Packers will defeat the Giants.
Yep.
Okay. So Lions, Seahawks.
This is easy.
Seahawks. Yeah. Right.
Lions. They've been upset kings all year, but I don't think they can do it.
Hey, I'd love that, but I just don't see it happening.
Not in Seattle.
Not Russell Wilson. He's playing. Yeah. Jimmy Brown's playing, and it's in Seattle. I'm going Seahawks. Sorry, Lions. All right, so that sets us up for the next round. Packers, Cowboys, Seahawks, Atlanta. Let's go Atlanta Seahawks. Who you got in that one?
Ooh, this is actually I'm going Atlanta. Because this is a revenge game for them. Because they lost, remember, on that bullshit no-call pass interference to Seattle earlier in the year. And it's going to be in Atlanta. So I picked the Falcons.
Me too. Okay, so ATL moving on to the NFC Championship. So far we're agreeing here. Now, Packers, Cowboys.
You go, Josh, because you already know who I'm picking.
Okay, so this is tough, right? Aaron Rodgers in the playoffs. Man, how do you bet against that? But the Cowboys definitely have the better team. Dak, they got Elliott, This is going to be a revenge game from a few years earlier. Dez Bryant, he's probably going to make a couple of catches or so against the Green Bay in Dallas. So I got to go with a better team. I'm going to say Cowboys.
Say it. Say it with your chest, Josh.
Cowboys.
God.
I'll say it through my lips. Barely.
Oh.
Okay.
All right. No, let's go to Dallas, dude. It's got to. They're overall a better team. Our defense has been getting pressure on quarterbacks. And without the Packers really having that great of a run game and no defense, I don't think they're going to be able to stop Dallas. We've already beat them this year. And we beat them in Lambeau. So
it sucks how much you're agreeing with me.
I don't think we've been different on any of these so far.
Okay, so now we're at the NFC Championship game in Dallas. Falcons, Cowboys, the number 1 and 2 seed in the NFC.
Yep.
What you got?
Now I know Dallas is my team, right? And people are going to assume that it was an easy pick for me. This wasn't, man. This was so tough. And I picked Dallas. I picked my Cowboys. But the only reason I was actually about to write down Atlanta, the only reason I picked Dallas is because I looked at some facts here. Dallas is top 3 in rush defense. We have yet to give up, I think, a 100-yard rusher this year. So keeping that in mind, I'm looking at Atlanta's defense, who is not that good. Don't get me wrong, Vic Beasley's done good. He leads the league in sacks, but we still have one of the best offensive lines for sacks, top 5, and pressures or hurries or whatever. So I look at those kind of things, and both offenses are great, but I'm looking at the defenses, and Dallas has got the better defense, so I have to pick my Cowboys. It was tough. God,
all right. Well, it is a tough matchup, and you know what? Cowboys, they have a good offense. They have a pretty good offense. Atlanta's is better. And Matt Ryan, 9.26. He's carving up everyone this year. So, I think it's going to be a high-scoring game.
Yeah.
Probably the final score, 38 to maybe 35. So, Atlanta. I got Atlanta winning and advancing to the Super Bowl. I want
to say this real quick. That 9.26 yards per attempt, right? That what you need to be able to do that?
What?
You need time.
Yeah. And
our pass rush has been really damn good these last few weeks. I just want to throw that out there, Josh.
That's not a problem for me. Atlanta Falcons going to the Super Bowl, going to Houston, Dallas. Oh man,
bullshit.
They came so close. Maybe if they put Romo in the game, maybe they would have won. But so our NFC, our NFC is set.
Trying to start controversy over here, Josh.
Moving on to the AFC. Let's start our AFC bracket, and let's start off with the worst game probably: Raiders. Texans, the 5th and 4th seed. Who you got?
This one was a little bit tough too because you don't know what's going to happen with these piece of shit quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Well, I can't really say piece of shit because Connor Cook is he's a rookie. He's never started. He's never had game prep. But I'm picking the Texans just because they do have the number 1 defense in the league, and with a rookie quarterback starting for the first time in the playoffs, I cannot pick the Raiders. Even though I love the Raiders, and if Derek Carr was there, they would be probably in the AFC Championship for me. But I have to pick the Texans with the number 1 defense.
Okay. I disagree. I think the Raiders are going to win. They're going to beat Texas. Osweiler. That's it. Osweiler. He sucks. For the Texans. He's atrocious. That Bill O'Brien and that offensive calling this year, I don't know what the hell's going on. Raiders still got all that talent in the world. No Derek Carr. Again, if Derek Carr was in there, it's a much different conversation. But with the backup, Crabtree, Mari Cooper, Latavius Murray, and then on the defensive end, Khalil Mack taking care of Osweiler and Lamar Miller and them. I got Raiders with the upset over the Texans.
It's tough to argue with that, but number 1 defense, Josh. Number 1 defense. I just want to throw that out there. But finally, we're different on a pick.
Now,
once
Steelers, Dolphins. Dolphins are in the playoffs. That is correct.
Crazy.
Dolphins are in the playoffs.
They're one of the hottest teams going into the playoffs, but I already know who you're going to pick. So go ahead and say it, Josh.
I'm going with the Steelers. Come on, Antonio Brown, Le'Veon Bell, Big Ben, going Steelers.
I can't argue that. The Dolphins are one of the hottest teams coming into the playoffs.
Very underrated.
Jay Ajayi ran all over the Steelers last time they played, but this is a revenge game. It's hard to beat a team twice in 1 year. I think it's going to be the Steelers.
Now, if they had a legit quarterback, they'd be the same boat as the Raiders.
If Tannehill was in there, this would be tough. But there's no competition to me. Steelers win. It's in Pittsburgh, too. So, Steelers all day.
All right. Now, moving on to the next round. Raiders at New England. Who do you got?
Well, I have Texans at New England. So
I got Raiders, New England. You got the Texans going to the Patriots, and I think they both come out the same result.
We're going to have the same result. It's going to be Patriots. There's nothing to talk about here. Let's move on.
Patriots are in the AFC Championship game. Steelers and Chiefs. Oh.
This is probably going to be one of the best matchups.
Oh, my God. That's going to be a great game.
I'm excited. I'm so excited.
Who you got?
Who do I have? Oh, God. This one is tough.
I mean, the Chiefs were so great to watch this year. I loved watching them.
I'm going to have to pick Chiefs, man.
What?
I have to. I'm going Chiefs. Even though
That's a good pick. I mean,
this
could go either way.
Have the big three, but the Chiefs. The only reason I say the Chiefs this year is because of the fact that they actually have some big play threats now with Tyreek Hill, and Travis Kelce's been great. He's been the best tight end this year. Before, if it was the old offense of last year, no, hands down, they wouldn't even be number 2 seed in my eyes because I don't think they would have played as well. But they have playmakers on offense now, and their defense is still really good. So I'm picking Chiefs over the Steelers. I know you're probably gonna pick the Steelers, so go ahead.
Now, Chiefs, Steelers. This could defense beating offense. And the Chiefs have a very good offense as well. But you know, this game really could go either way, and because it can go either way, and it's such a tough matchup, I'm gonna lean towards the way where Andy Reid once again just falls short. He always falls short, and I'm not gonna bet against Big Ben and Le'Veon Bell and Antonio Brown. As good as that defense is, you can't stop all three of those guys. And, you can't stop Antonio Brown in the passing game. You can't stop Le'Veon Bell. And they got other guys, too, that can contribute. So I'm going Steelers, and I got Steelers in the AFC Championship game. You got the Chiefs in the AFC Championship game.
Yep.
So let's talk about that.
Yeah. This is going to be a great.
You got Chiefs at Patriots. I got Steelers at Patriots.
Yep.
Now, do they come down to the same result? Who do you got, Chiefs at Patriots?
Patriots.
I
have to, man. Still, I think the Chiefs don't have enough to outsmart Bill Belichick. And Tom Brady's on a mission. I can't pick against the Patriots right now. It's gotta be Patriots.
Okay. Now, here's the thing. If the Chiefs played the Patriots around earlier somehow, right? I think that would have been a better match. I think the best team that was built to beat New England is the Chiefs.
Yeah.
But in the AFC Championship game, I wouldn't. Yeah, you're right. So Patriots over Chiefs. Steelers at the Patriots.
Man, it's gonna be interesting.
That is going to be a game for the ages.
Yeah.
I mean, the Steelers are going in their AFC Championship game. They just got done pulling off a great game against the Kansas City Chiefs in Kansas City. Now they're in New England against Bill Belichick and Tom Brady. But guess what? Same result. Big Ben, Antonio Brown, Le'Veon Bell are going to shock the world. Not even shock, because they're a great team. They're going to beat New England in New England. Le'Veon Bell's going to have 150 yards rushing and 3 touchdowns. Le'Veon Bell, and then Antonio Brown's going to have over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown or 2. I got the Steelers beating the Patriots, possibly ending Tom Brady's era and going to the Super Bowl. Heading down to Texas to meet the Atlanta Falcons for Super Bowl XLI. What do you say?
I think you're a fucking idiot. That's all I gotta say. No fucking way.
Yes.
No way, dude. It's gonna be Patriots, Cowboys. I can't believe we're different on this. I cannot believe we have different teams in the Super Bowl. And I really can't, man. This is a shock to me. But, hey, awesome. I like it because we have some controversy. But you're wrong. You're completely wrong.
So, Super Bowl. Who wins it?
We're going to have different picks, obviously.
Yeah, who's winning in your bracket? In your bracket, you got Cowboys, number 1, going against Patriots, number 1.
Oh, God, this is tough, dude. Just because it's Tom Brady. It's my boys. They are both great teams. Both on both sides of the ball. Oh, man, it's tough. It's tough. But I gotta go my Cowboys. I know.
What an asshole.
I know. But the only reason is because I look at it like this. This is like a home game for Dallas. If they make it to the Super Bowl, which they will, it's a home game. It's in Houston. It's not that far of a drive. Patriots are flying across country. So it's not going to be much different for the Cowboys. We can still practice at our own facility. and there'll be people sleeping in their own homes, their own beds, and that makes a big difference. So I'm picking my Cowboys to win it all, and I can't believe I'm saying it, but my Cowboys, they're gonna win it, and I want to laugh in your face when they do.
Cowboys won't even be there. Dak Prescott's gonna be watching the game at home, getting ready for next year, because it's gonna be the Falcons, Atlanta Falcons against the Steelers, and it's gonna be a great Super Bowl. It's gonna be high scoring. It's probably gonna be reminiscent to Cardinals and Steelers all those years ago. And man, this was really tough. Atlanta and Steelers. Now, as much as I like the Steelers, if it comes down to Steelers and Falcons, I think I'm going to root for the Falcons. As much as I'm going to root for the Falcons because Matt Ryan, oh my God, that dude is one of my favorite football players. He's so underrated for so many years.
Yeah.
And I'm going to root for the Falcons like hell at that point. But I think I got Steelers win the Super Bowl.
I swear to God, you have like a fantasy about these guys.
Now,
Big Ben, like Antonio Brown, like you have a fantasy of them, man. I'm gonna get you a picture of all three of them.
I almost want to change my pick. I almost want to say Falcons because, shit.
You should, because even though it's not gonna happen, like Cowboys are gonna win it all. The Cowboys are gonna get another Super Bowl, and they're gonna be tied with the Steelers for the most Super Bowls. And I can't wait.
I'm gonna go. I'll stick with Steelers. That was my pick. But
it would be awesome to see the Steelers versus Cowboys in the Super Bowl, though. I would not be against that. So
now here's my shakeup, though. Like if the Packers play against the Cowboys and the Packers win, and they go on and play Falcons, I think the Packers will go all the way to the Super Bowl, and we'll see another Packers-Steelers Super Bowl. But the way I see things panning out, I see Falcons, Steelers in Texas, in Houston, and I see Steelers winning because they just have too much talent.
See, I just think you're a fucking idiot. And
no,
you're wrong.
We'll see. We'll see come fucking Super Bowl Sunday.
Actually, we'll know by this weekend if you're wrong.
Yeah.
Because we both, I have the Texans, you have the Raiders.
Yep.
And they're actually the very first game of the playoffs.
Good.
Saturday.
So I'll find out pretty quick. All right. So tune in, guys. See who.
Hey, comment down below, guys. Let us.
Who do you guys think is gonna? Yeah, who do you guys think is gonna go to the Super Bowl?
Who do you think is right, me or Josh?
Now, come on, Steelers, all that talent. Come on. So yeah, let us know who.
More talented. You didn't put him in the Super Bowl. Get the hell out of here.
Rookies. Let us know who you guys are. Who you think is going to go to the Super Bowl? Who's your pick? And let us know who you think is going to end up being right, me or Sean. And we'll find out within a few weeks, month.
Yeah.
Super Bowl Sunday. All right. So see you then.
Later.